Hi, this is Chris Wong with another workout video. So today I decided to do like wider stance or wider grip for training, just to activate the muscles differently, reduce chances of injuries, and to reduce boredom. So I haven't done a wider stance on band hip thrust in a while, so that's why I started doing the session with no band at all, just to get used to the motion. And I did find it changed the way the glutes felt. So then when I started adding the band, like the glutes were more tense. So I'm thinking, so I'm wondering if there's actually any carryover to any other exercises. What I find is if you get used to just one type of motion, it's easier to hit a plateau. And I think it's important to be consistent on a regular basis to work out the muscles in order to keep its strength. So I could have just taken time off the exercise and come back to it another time, which chances are I could come back even stronger, or I can come back even weaker if I don't do it for a while. So that's why I just try something different. I also had to lighten the band a bit for the mini bands around the knees, because the band tension was so tense compared to the last band tension I used last time. So even going wider would require less tension in order to stretch it that far. And stretch it too far and I don't get the full benefits of trying to get my knees to be in line with the my ankles. So I found the set was actually more challenging than I thought, because I was trying to get the knees above the ankles, and it took some of the concentration away from it. So I decided to do the rest of the sets with just one purple band, and it worked a lot better in order to progress up to like heavier band hip thrusts. And even my glutes were really frying up from all that band tension and trying to keep a wider stance. What I do find when taking a wider stance is it was harder to distribute the weight all over the entire tripod of each foot. As I find, like with some of the wider stance exercises, I find if I didn't think about it enough, I would put more pressure on the bigger toe and the heel, and not enough on the smaller toe area to activate the glutes better. So the reason why I'm trying to come up with something different is in order to think about like making progress, think about new situations. There will be situations where strength training have to do it in certain stances, or there'll be some situations in like in real life where you can't always use the same stance in order to lift something, or in the middle of like a wrestling match. Now, I'm not trained in wrestling, and I don't watch much of it, but I would think there'll be situations where, when they think very quickly, they may not be in the optimal position for standing, or in order to pick up the opponent. So when I actually got to the heaviest exercise, I realized I couldn't use as many bands in order to finish the exercise. Now I'm trying this exercise I saw on YouTube, I believe by Brett Contreras, and I want to see how it feels, just to do something different. It felt really awkward around my feet as I'm not used to the motion. Now, glute activation, I think it's supposed to be better overall. I just didn't feel it that much because I didn't get enough practice, or I couldn't figure out how to contract the glutes hard enough in that position. So it takes some practice. Now, trying to finish a workout, I just end up doing one set of ring dips for chest and triceps and for stability. Now, I don't remember how many reps I did. I couldn't remember if I did just 10 reps just for maintenance, or if I decided to go all out and do as many reps as possible. But I think the motion was important in order to maintain my pushing strength. At the fine, I'm just narrating the video as I'm watching right now. And then I decided to finish the workout with rack pulls above the knee. And I decided to use more of a snatch grip with the hands. And I do find snatch grip on rack pulls is a lot more challenging because the grip is so wide. It's very hard to hold the barbell, and also I have to be very careful because my pinky fingers were so close to where the safety bars are, so I didn't want to make a mistake and put the bar down too fast incorrectly and crush my pinky fingers. And I did what I could to see if I could work on the posterior chain a bit, just from the top range of motion. And I find like even doing this exercise was challenging on the traps and the upper back. I know this exercise is not the best for carrying over to deadlifts. Like, the range of motion is completely different, and even when I got like to the heaviest weight, the movement pattern was different because I was leaning more back when I got to the heaviest set. The only thing I find that was beneficial from doing this exercise was just conditioning my body to handle or get a feel of what heavier weight feels like. But I know like there's no like automatic carryover to deadlifts off the floor. Like, I know like if I work up to this, I think I did up to 675 pounds for 3 reps. Whatever I was deadlifting before that, it's not going to go up. And I do think that if I only stuck to rack pulls and did not practice the deadlift, like chances are, if I was doing deadlifts again after some time, the deadlift strength from the floor may go down because it's practice from the correct range of motion consistently in order to maintain the strength or to make some progress. Now, not to say that it will go down permanently. I think doing these rack pulls above the knee can increase the potential for the full range motion strength to go up, as long as I take the time to practice it. But I do find like these rack pulls above the knee, it did improve the definition of my back.